Well now, welcome back, and I would like to thank all of you who've been so supportive about my illness. I'm okay at the moment. I do get tired easily, but of course, being of semi-retirement age anyway, it's not too much of a hassle. I go back for further blood tests end of October, and then they'll look at it again and see if the liver is recovering. Yeah, what pushed it over the edge was just an insect bite, would you believe? My legs swelled up and started itching like there was no tomorrow, so off to the doctors, and they gave me 2 lots of antibiotics. And furthermore, even though it said on my notes, they were the type I was allergic to and still am. So to cut a long story short, in July last year I finished up in the hospital. And the consultant asked me point blank, she asked, are you sure you saw a doctor and not the janitor or caretaker? Things have come on a bit since then. You may have heard about it in the papers, actually, if you're over here in the UK. Dr. Titus Bradley was in charge of our surgery down here on the south coast, and he was found dead along with his girlfriend of shotgun wounds, and it turned out that he'd actually defrauded the health service out of £400,000 while he was doing that. And so of course you couldn't get through to see the doctor at all. They kept telling you to ring back at 8, so you ring back at 8, it would ring off the hook and then nothing. So in the end, you just say, oh well, I'm getting old, I'm feeling a bit funny because of that, let it go. But, oh no, once King's College Hospital in Dulwich, London got hold of me, oh dear. Yeah, I have to say I've got much more faith in our local hospital, the Conquest, and in King's College than I do in the GP surgery. Don't think they'll be seeing me again in a hurry down there. But for now, things are ticking along, and I'm still keeping busy. And I've got here a Roberts radio, an RM50. It's got an AD161 and 162 output transistor arrangement, so the amplifier is quite pokey. Whether this was intended for home use or a hotel room, like so many of them were, I don't know, because it actually has an auxiliary input here. This came from the closed electrical shop, and like everything there, it was covered in filth. I mean, how on earth they managed to effectively repair anything, I don't know, in those conditions, because there wasn't even water running in the end. Crazy, and it doesn't do much, I shouldn't think, to enthuse the public either. But well, this one has been resurrected, and by yours truly. Some idiot had broken off both knobs, and it's got bass and treble controls, and they were snapped clean off. So I've had to put in new pots, and then found another knob for the volume control, which I've managed to frig so they all look the same. The tuning knob is original, and it even lights up the way it should.
Worried whether if you went to the bank next day you'd be able to get any money out.
Gordon Brown tells the inside story of the financial crash.
Yes, the man who sold our gold reserves off and told them how much he was going to sell it for. What a twat. Yes.
Crisis, we were running out of money.
Time had probably never seen the likes of a month's worth of shopping, and so upon my parents' departure I would separate the food into two piles. My pile, which was made up of a few luxuries that Mum had bought me specially, and the house pile, which was the rest of it. This was shared amongst us, and in return my colleagues, my friends, would pay me back in ways such as
Got quite a pokey little output there. There is no built-in FM aerial that I can see, so I've got a pair of ancient rabbit ear antenna there, and they seem to be picking it up quite nicely. Says by appointment Her Majesty the Queen. Yeah, radio manufacturers, Roberts Radio Company Limited. Okay, yeah. But yeah, we are not amused. It's a different machine entirely inside, of course, to the Revival series ones. Don't get me wrong, they're nice, but they're not as nice as this. I haven't put the back on yet, and you will be able to see that this has a proper sort of chassis inside it, rather than just a circuit board chucked willy-nilly any old how. And a massive mains transformer, big old smoothing cap for the power supply, nice, I suppose probably it's a Goodman speaker from the old days. It looks very much the same animal that they used to put in Ferguson tellies to me. And this thing is absolutely packed with Philips components, so really it's a rollips, I think we can say. And there's your aerial plug, and moving along a bit there's a 5-pin DIN connection for the auxiliary, and I don't think that has ever been used by the look of it. And if I bring this lamp down a bit, you may just be able to see in the background there the new pots I've put in. Unfortunately, the old ones were Philips pots, and as some of you will know, they have a somewhat narrower shaft than standard. So I was a bit flummoxed about that, because they don't seem to offer them like that anymore. Or if they do, they're as rare as an honest Polly chicken. But yeah, we've got there, and it's all working. And like most of the other stuff, it will be going on eBay. So yes, just look out for that under the usual Fonthill Electric name. Yes, if anybody fancies one of these. It will have the back on it by then. The back was horribly warped because it had been stored somewhere damp, and it just shows you how good the wood is, that because it's a solid wood cabinet around the outside. The transformer here is on a piece of marine ply, yes, but this thing meant it, shall I say. I've cleaned the switches and the volume and off and on as well, and even given the tuning capacitor a good squirt of the dust removal spray. Well, it's just compressed air really, isn't it? And blown a load of rubbish out. There was all kinds of filth within as well. Sounds a bit like Westminster. Yeah, here I go again. Anyway, I've rambled on for long enough, and we'll see you soon. Take care out there, and as I say, it's a great comfort to know that you are out there, batting for me, as it were. And, well, that's that, really. So I shall see you again soon with another pile of old junk. Bye for now.